Hey everybody, it's Eric with Camp Gear Center. Today we're going to test out the Ultimate Survival Technologies, or UST ParaTinder. And this is kind of a cool little product. It piqued our interest at a store. It's basically paracord, and it's got this red, I don't know if you can see it in there, red core, which is the tinder part. So if you know us, you know that we like to start fires with a spark, mainly because you don't have to worry about running out of fuel, and two, it's cooler. So what we did is we took about 20 inches of the red core out of the paratinder. So this is regular type paracord. It's a little bit thicker and more rigid than standard paracord. That's mainly because of this core that's in the middle, which is a little bit thicker. But the tensile strength seems to be pretty good. It's still got the same 7 nylon strands of just like regular paracord, and the nylon sheath on the outside. When you try to melt it down, it doesn't quite melt down like paracord because this tinder wants to catch on fire. So you have to kind of put that out, but then it still seals it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to light it with a spark. So I've cut off 20 inches. So I've got 10 inches or so that are, I separated all the strands for about a little bit more than half of it. Thinking that starting it with a spark, it'll a little bit more surface area, it'll light, and then the website on Ultimate Survival Technologies shows putting a spark directly to the core without trying to separate it. So we're going to try both ways and see what happens. I think it's going to work better separating out all the strands just because you have more surface area to work with. So I'm going to use my Ultimate Survival Technologies Strike Force, which is one of the ones they recommend using. It's the one I carry in my fire starter kit, which is basically an Altoids tin with cotton balls, and I keep the Strike Force in there. Just easier to carry and keep everything contained. So I'm going to try to put some sparks to this and see what happens as far as lighting it. Getting some a little bit of wind out here, but it shouldn't make a big difference. Well, it's kind of smoldering. It's trying. So normally it would take me maybe 1, maybe 2 strikes of my flint and steel to light one of these cotton balls. And I'll demonstrate that here real quick. There you go. See, it's lit. So put that out because we are under fire restrictions here at Camp Gear Center World Headquarters. So this did not light. You can kind of feel that it's kind of melted some of the waxy coating that's on it. So let me give it a couple more tries here, because you could kind of see there was a little bit of embers on some of it. I mean, I'm not getting bad sparks by any means. So I'm going to have to say no, it's not going to light that with a spark. If it doesn't light the separated version, I sure as heck don't think it's going to light the non-separated. So I'll just try it just for consistency, and so I can say that I did. Now watch this one light. It'd be funny. Why am I? Oh, here we go. Wrong way. Yeah, I'm getting good spark on there, but it's just not lighting with a spark. Now with a lighter, it definitely lights. Come on, there it goes. So it'll definitely light, and then you can put it into a pile, and it actually lights pretty well as far as fire starting. Then you can add your twigs or other kind of kindling to it, above it and around it, to start your fire. So that's the UST ParaTinder video review. I'm also writing up the review as well. So it looks like it burns pretty well, though. Once you get a little piece of it, that's, like I said, about 10 inches, and it's lighting pretty well. So I mean, if that were down at the bottom of a fire pit, and you had some kindling, you want to start laying some sticks over it and things, you could probably get a pretty good fire going just from 10 inches of this. So it's fairly strong. Like I said, I haven't really tested how much weight it takes before it breaks. But I'm going to say with a spark, not so much. With the flame, it'll definitely light. So I think what I'll start doing is maybe keeping a little bit of this handy in my pack for when we're starting fires. You could easily light your cotton ball and then lay some of this on top of it to get more fire going, and then start your fire. So that's the review of the Ultimate Survival Technologies ParaTinder. If you liked the video, please give me a like down below, and also please subscribe. If you want to see any other gear reviewed, please let me know down below as well. Thanks for watching.